Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien speaking on Monday, April the 8th. Wow. Me and Bubba here are looking at Monday morning. Well, interesting, huh? Your Homeland Security Secretary resigned. Well, that was coming anyway. The way Mr. Trump is trying to do immigration, he doesn't comprehend, let alone understand anything about the subject at all. And no matter who he puts in that office, he doesn't understand how our government works. And that is the problem, Americans. As your industrialist billionaire, Mr. Dalio, Roy Dalio, I believe, says, he's right about that. The way you're doing your, quote, democracy and country, you can't sustain your economics any longer. Your economics are unsustainable. Your democracy is unsustainable. I've been harping at you since I started this video because you guys are going down in a heap, like I told you. That's why I proposed TAP, T.A.P. The problem is, Americans, under TAP, you will learn that you guys have, let's use a metaphor here, a triangle, a square, and a circle. The square is for your democracy, which you can't fit anybody in there. You can't fit anybody in a box, and you're trying to, but you can't. You can also fit your government, which is a circle. Your federal government and a democracy does not work together. And you're trying to fit the way you run your business, politics, economics, and money, or capitalism, as Mr. Dalio calls it, which is your triangle. You cannot fit in those. And then you got various religion. If you put a trapezoid in there, you can't fit that in there either. So you see, you can't fit anything in there. This is why I'm saying TAP, T-A-P, and try to resolve this. We can't abandon them. You can't start brand new, but you can start to fix them to a certain extent, and later on, centuries from now, your descendants will have changed completely from what you are today. But that is up to you. Do you want to do that? And still keep your ideals of the United States alive. That's what you started with, an ideal, and it's fading fast. I'll give you an example. Look at what happened in 1788 when you were proposing the United States Constitution. Look at the world. Here in North America, you had just won a war against Britain for independence. And what did the British do? They doubled you in size because they didn't want the French or the Spanish to have it. But unfortunately, what happened to you? You owed the French and the Spanish, what, $75 million, I think, at the time? And you had no money to pay for it. Later on, after the Constitution, George Washington said, hey, we got this new territory called the Northwest Territory, remember that? And we can pay for it. Just put people in there. We thought of Daniel Boone before him, who went over there, but there was people that lived there, the Indians, and they were never part of the Treaty of 1783. So you see, Americans, that's the problem. That's where it all started, right there. That was the strikeout number one. Number two was you never understood what government is. And you have to. So join TAP. Because if you want your government to go down in a heap of flame, and your ideal of the United States to flame out, just follow President Trump, just follow Mr. Schumer, and just follow Ms. Pelosi. And within 2 years, you'll be dead. Because Mr. Trump is working fast. You got so much discourse in this country, it's unbelievable. What do you say, Americans? Come into T.A.P. Thanks.